Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Crunch Time Trades. Quick trade recap for you guys today. Nothing crazy. One trade on gold for me this morning. It was a great trade. You'll see as we get into it. But going into the morning, go back to our 10 a.m. candle. All right. Going into the morning on gold, we had an absolute rip up early in pre-market. So, hoping to keep some of that bullish momentum and make a play on some of that. Sorry, my voice is nasally as hell. A little bit sick, but good. Okay, 10 a.m. candle. We're still bullish, just creating some value towards our high of day. So as we move on price action, you can see we build a new point of control up a little bit higher. I want to continue. I want to look to get a continuation on this bullish trend as we're accumulating up here. I think that creating value a bit higher is implying that as we continue to move value stacks higher and higher, we can continue to push up towards our overnight and our previous day levels. So let's take a look here. I take a trade off of this point of control as volume continues to accumulate here. I think I get my entry on this candle here. Boom. Get my entry on this candle, and we absolutely rip to the upside. I set my TP for high of day, which was 30 points, and I set my stop at the bottom of this high volume node for 7 points. So we ripped to the upside. Take my TP of 31 points out really fast. I was trading 1 micro on this trade because, again, it was only a C setup for me, just trading 1 confluence, kind of to the point of control and our high volume node. So at C, maybe B trade, but definitely not one of my A plus setups. So I'm not going to size up on those. But man, 30 points, that'll play all day. So I take 310 on my 5 evals for a total of 1550. Not the worst. Looking at NQ and ES, didn't get anything on NQ or ES. We can go back to replay it and kind of show you what I was looking at this morning. Go back to our 10 a.m. If any of these wicks would have happened after 10 a.m., we would have taken an entry and looked to play that because, as you can see, as the way the volume profile is developing, playing our previous week's point of control along with our developing value area low could have been a really nice play to take some partials at point of control and then potentially some at our either value area high or high of day. And you can see price action kind of goes, and then we were just continuing to make higher highs. And at this point, I'm already off the charts by now. I think my gold trade's already played out by now. So I'm pretty much off the charts, not looking for anything. I think there might have been a couple potential setups we could have looked for as you get in later into the PM or the AM session. But by this point, I was already at the gym, so not really paying attention. Could have taken. I definitely could have taken longs off here. I don't think I would have taken longs here or here, just based on the way the profile was looking. But could have potentially taken longs here. We had 2 levels stacked on top of each other. We have here previous week's value area low and previous day value area high. Could have potentially, probably wouldn't have, honestly. I mean, I definitely don't stay on the charts this long anyway. So looking at ES, did we have anything for ES? We had 1 potential entry on ES right here at 10:05, overnight value area high, quick bounce. I didn't love the way the volume profile was looking at this time. Actually, let's go back and take a look at it. Yeah, I mean, we could have, but what I was seeing on NQ, I expected price to actually dip further down into our discount, and if we would have got an entry more closer to that previous week point of control where our developing value area low would have been, that would have been a great spot for longs. But just taking it off this, where we kind of have like some more high volume nodes down here, we could have used as some support. But again, we're not getting a lot of value on that entry. Let's just put it up here real quick. We took our entry off here, which we would have got filled on. The best place for us to put our stop would have either been here at 12, kind of behind this volume, or even deeper at 20. And we couldn't have really targeted. I mean, we could have targeted high of day, which I think may have even ended up getting filled, but I would have had to size down significantly. I just didn't recognize a ton of value there. Um, and if we could have potentially, I mean, we could have potentially looked for a trade more closer to that point of control, kind of look targeting that same thing, and then maybe put our stop here around 13 points. That would have been a little bit more value, but again, I was anticipating if we can get an entry around here, right, we can get a ton of value for that entry, and potentially use this low as our stop. Didn't end up getting an entry there, but would have gotten that entry to play out all the way up to high of day, or not high of day, but this high would have been able to take out this high here. And so I mean that would have been a solid trade. Would have gotten me like 30 points ish. I would have been sized down pretty significantly, but still a win nonetheless. But I'll take my one win and just get out. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be trading my PM session, so potential trade recap coming for that. But if not, stay tuned for the trade recap tomorrow, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.